live video, we talked about the importance of establishing your brand vision. And that brand vision should be more about the experience and not about the product. The experience being what are the emotions and feelings and what do you want people to say about your business and about your brand after you've delivered that product or service to them. Do you want them to feel happy, empowered, confident? List those emotions, those feelings, and those human experiences that you want them to have. And then you start developing your product, your services, your process, and your workflows based on that experience that you want them to have. The most important thing to really focus on during that beginning stage of branding is to lead with empathy. Put yourself in the shoes of your ideal customers and understand what their needs, goals, and challenges are, and let that lead your process into developing a personalized solution for each of those different types of customers that you want to serve, or what we might call buyer personas. So the next step from there, I just want to help you get down to business, right? Now that you've got your brand vision, now that you've got your brand vision, what's next? The next thing that you should be focusing on is how you're going to use that to create value with your target customers. And the best way to create value is to do at least one of two things, right? One would be to help them solve a problem. I mean, that's really what businesses are for. We're here to help customers find solutions to their problems or to their challenges. Alternatively, maybe they don't have a specific problem that they want to solve, or maybe they have an idea of how they want to solve it, but maybe they have a goal that they want to get to, and they're not quite sure how to achieve that goal and need some additional help, advice, services, products to achieve that goal. So it should be one of those two things that you want to help them with, which is to either solve a problem or achieve a goal. And from there, the way that you do that is where the value comes in. So for example, one of the problems that one of the biggest brands in America solved, McDonald's, was fast food. People wanted a really good burger, arguably, right? Depending on what your feelings are about McDonald's burgers. They wanted something that'll fill their bellies up, and they didn't want to wait, 10, 15 minutes for that meal to be prepared, and they didn't want to spend a whole lot of money on it while waiting. So the whole concept of fast food chains was kind of built off the backs of the foundation that the McDonald's franchise was able to solve. And so that was the experience that they wanted to give to their customers, so they can get food that was filling and tasty fast, without having to pay out the wazoo out their pockets. And so they created these drive-thrus to help with that experience. They had a dollar menu to help keep it affordable. And even in their colors are red and yellow, and those colors are emotionally proven to be able to make people hungry. So that's a good example of how branding can be built by leading with the empathy of understanding who your target customers are and what their problems and what their goals are, and how to create value with them. The same can be said about if you're a personal trainer. Your ideal customers have one or two problems, right? They either want to lose weight or get in shape or have better energy and livelihood, which starts with getting their bodies in order and their health and fitness goals, meeting those fitness goals. So what's the experience that you want them to have? Start thinking about those things. Let those feelings translate into the colors. Look up the psychology of color and logo design. In fact, we had a blog about it. And I'll drop that link in the comment below, so you can check that out and try to find some alignment with your brand colors and shapes and the experience that you want them to have. But overall, that's what your brand vision should start to influence when it comes to the rest of your branding. So the next step for you after you develop your brand visions is to figure out how you're going to create value. From there, you should be able to develop a value proposition. You can Google it. You've probably heard it several times. Your unique value proposition, your unique selling proposition. There's so many different ways that it's defined and described and modified. But one way or another, you need to be able to refine how you're going to create, communicate, and deliver value to your customers in a sentence or two. And that'll be your value proposition. So for example, my company, Graphix, was founded on the idea that marketing should be easy and affordable. And so that's our value proposition, is to help make marketing easy and affordable, which is a problem that we're solving because there are a lot of agencies and companies that cannot afford big national marketing agencies to take on their account. But at the same time, they may not even understand everything that's happening. So the problem that we're solving is to make the pricing a little bit more accessible, and also provide them with the expertise, the guidance, and the insights they need to grow. So what are some of the problems that you're going to solve? How are you going to solve those problems in ways that mean something emotionally and long-term strategically for your customers? From there, you can start to develop, the actual business assets that you need, like a business name. You can come up with a creative name based on the value that you want to offer. Now, if you want to create a family legacy, obviously you can name the business after, your last name, and you can be one of these large legacy brands like Smuckers or Olean's, which is the local place here. That business has been here for some time. Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, all those big brands are really the last names of people for generations. But if you want to get a little bit more creative, you can mix words together, like the word SoFi, right? That's a blend of words, Fi being, an acronym or a short word for finance. They do banking. They're a fintech company or a financial technology company. So just get creative with the name. Another one that I know is a friend of mine, their brand is called Sensatech, and they sell, engineering type products and software that help refine and make systems more efficient, especially in the defense category. And they basically create sensors. So you got Sensa, which is short for sensor, and then Tech, which is short for technology. So it's kind of easy how you blend these names to name, but yeah, a name is extremely important for your brand as well, and should make sense when it comes to the value of the product or the service, or even the idea that you're offering, because the idea may just be that family name that's you're being passed down. From there, you can actually start to develop a slogan that's based on your value proposition or mission statement. Just make it something catchy, or if you determine that your audience is more professional and corporate, then you might want to keep it simple and memorable. Okay, but one way or another, you want people to see your logo, see your brand name, see your slogan, and know instantly what you're going to provide and how that's important or of value to their life or to their experience. If you're looking for more tips on how to sell that experience, then click the link in the comments and go check out our other blog called Sell the Experience, Not the Product. Because a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that because I've got this high quality product or my cooking is so good, people are just going to buy it just because of that. But if you've got new customers who are scoping you out, they may not know what your food tastes like. They may not know what the product is like. So they have to trust you by paying their money before they get the product or service. And that's hard for some people to do. It's hard for people to make that leap. So you have to kind of sell them on the experience before they make their payment or before they buy the product, by letting them know what your process is like. What's the love and care and attention that you put into it? What do you want them to get out of it once they get it? What is unique about you even that might make them feel more emotionally connected to the product or service that you're offering? And then from there, it'll be an easy sell. And as long as you keep delivering the quality and excellence that in the service and the product support that you're offering, they'll keep coming back, and they'll bring more customers and referrals and friends and family members. And that's really what you want to do, to build that circle of trust with your customers that keeps them coming back because you've sold them on the experience and not just the product or service. So again, if you want more tips about that, click the link in the comments below. Go check out our blog, Sell the Experience, Not the Product. And of course, if you want some more personalized tips, just hit up beeasygraphics.com, send us a message, and request a free consultation. We do free consultations all day, every day. We have at least 5 strategists that you can meet with and get some really cool ideas on how you can scale and grow your brand.